Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to go live here in Joe Langston Gymnasium as the Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Dexter Lady Demons. Getting ready to go live here. Got the main man, Charlie the Thumb, with us. Charlie?
Good afternoon, everybody. We're kind of watching a little bit of this JV ball and getting ready for our first broadcast of our volleyball team.
Yeah, we haven't done any volleyball this year. Volleyball is such a, I have people ask all the time, it is such a tough sport for us to cover because of the way that the scheduling is. You know, it's like I think at least 2 of the 8 games that the Cardinals have played so far this year, and they've only played like 10. Have been tournaments. Yes. And tournaments, volleyball tournaments are always strange because they're on they call it a rolling schedule. And so the tournament will start at, say, 10 in the morning, and you may be scheduled to play at 1 in the afternoon, but if the game's before you go quick,
and you're playing next.
Play next. And so it's such a hard, number one, for the radio schedules these broadcasts in blocks on their stations, and it's just so hard to schedule. Not to mention the fact that those day games, we got 3 folks right here doing games that all have a job. And it's
you got a job.
That's right. So we've also got my main man, Resendo, here once again testing mics. Resendo?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Testing mics here for the Eunice Cardinals. Somebody in yellow serves the ball for the Eunice Cardinals on the JV team. Kind of weird, but she is playing for the red.
Yellow libero.
You know, that's funny because that's Chloe's old libero jersey.
Yeah, it is.
That's that yellow 0. And that's the one she started wearing several years back.
She got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Chloe just left track practice. That was her that was calling me up there. So anyway, just like I said, just testing mics, getting ready to go live.
Charlie and Jimmy are blasting.
All right, let's move us down. Who's won?
Blaster. You're 1, 2, 3. Like always, sir.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. I don't know if I just got a monotone voice.
There we go. We're even.
We just turned it down station.
I can't hear myself.
Huh?
Can't hear you? What are you, 3?
Yeah, Charlie's a 3.
Test. Yeah.
Can you hear me, Charlie?
Yes.
I know it's me. I already turned up on there.
When you crank that volume up, you start hearing real quick.
I can hear Resendo. I heard the fly land on your head.
So now I'm blasting also because I screamed loud. I talked a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's what so many people don't get is you said it with us just sitting here talking, and it's good. When the game gets going crazy and we get excited, it sounds like we're talking through a.
And we gotta go back and forth. We can't said it forever because sometimes we're in the stand, sometimes we're in the booth, sometimes we're outside.
Yeah, and it all depends on your internet connection or your cell phone connection.
Or the wind is blowing in the background.
Right. So
this guy says all 3 are blasting now.
All 3 of us blasting, and it's funny because we turned it down.
I wonder if because there is a delay.
Yeah.
And this is the station. I don't know if she can hear us directly.
Yeah, so we'll give her just a second to see what she tells us. Once again, we are testing mics. We went down, so that is strange. You are also blessed. So all 3 of you are blasting bad. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we went down quite a bit. We'll wait and see what they tell us. And we'll just kind of keep it live here. We've got the JV game going right now. Set number 2 just finished. Dexter leads 2-0.
And I think that's how they play, sir, on the JV. Right. So Dexter comes out victorious here.
Oh, so that's it. And so we'll
ready for our
jump over to the varsity game. Like I said, we're just testing mics right now. Nothing official, just jabbering and testing.
And if you guys are listening at home and you want to come up here and take a chance to win the ball over there's your mayor and the first lady of Eunice with a big old volleyball signed by all the players. Come up here and spend about $10 and $5
for a ticket. I think it was $5 a ticket.
Nah, they're $1, I think.
$1. And also Ginger McCaslin had sent me a message before the game got started today. It says, please shout out to all who play in the youth sports and all who play in the youth sports Facebook page games. She had 3 winners today. Thank everybody for playing.
Nice.
She also says that the youth sports football has games every Tuesday over at the
field.
The field, yeah.
Really?
So anyway, Thanks to flag football, the players, the cheerleaders, the volunteers, all those folks.
A large amount of people go in. It's pretty cool because they have multiple games going on, multiple cheers going on, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Been there.
Just shout out to Ginger and them. Once again, we're just waiting on the station to give us the thumbs up or thumbs down on the sound.
Saying that we sound terrific like we sometimes do.
I haven't got nothing yet, sir, so we're going to go with it.
I had David Criswell reach out to me a couple of weeks ago and say, hey, if you guys want, and you can put me on the phone and I'll tell you what's – because he said that's what I do for a living. And because he said sometimes you guys sounds great and sometimes it sounds terrible. And he said, I'm a sound guy. That's what I do. I can help you guys. And I told him I'd keep him in mind.
Tell him to come on up here and adjust our stuff for us.
You sound great. Charlie sounds great. You need to turn me down a little bit.
Crescendo down a little bit.
Yeah, all right. That's what I'm thinking anyway, turn you down a little bit.
All right, so we've turned it down a little bit more. All right, so we're going to step away just a moment. You're listening to Nullmark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take care of their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Eunice Public Schools remind all parents you're the most important person in your child's life. Please advise and encourage them to make responsible choices while supporting their efforts in education. Help teach them ways to combat the tough challenges they face constantly. Eunice Public Schools believe students come first, relationships matter, and academic excellence transforms lives. The students demonstrate integrity, tenacity, and grit while developing kindness and compassion. Eunice Public Schools and Superintendent Bruce Hatch, their educators helping students build a solid, lifetime lasting foundation.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 9 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2403 Avenue O in Eunice, they are your trusted vacuum truck provider. For vacuum truck services, call 394-1046. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Redbird LP Gas Company in Eunice reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners tonight, the Thumb, Charlie Failbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. Ready for some volleyball tonight?
It's time for sure. And, of course, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Bernie, Ric Flair, whatever you want to call him today, Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing this afternoon?
It's a beautiful day to be a Cardinal. It's a beautiful day inside Joe Langston Gymnasium. A great gymnasium here. Tonight is our broadcast opening night for volleyball coverage on the season. We talked about this a little bit as we were testing mics and whatnot. Volleyball is probably the toughest sport for broadcast coverage of all sports. A lot of tournaments in the beginning of the season. In fact, 3/4 of the games that the Lady Cardinals have played this season have been tournament games. The reason they're so tough to cover is because a lot of times they're on a rolling schedule, is what they call it, and the game may be scheduled to begin at 1, which is hard enough for us to get out of work to be at, and then they started at 12 because the game before ended early. Or vice versa. The games may go over and you start an hour later. It is such a tough sport to cover, and a lot of these early season tournament games start in the daytime.
Yep.
And so with
middle of the week.
yeah. So it is tough. And so we apologize for not getting in some games earlier. But anyway, with that said, tonight, the 3-6, according to Max Preps, Lady Cardinals will host the 10-1 Dexter Lady Demons here at legendary Joe Langston Gymnasium. This will be the last season the old nest here in the legendary Joe Langston Gymnasium will be used as the home site of Eunice Lady Cardinal Volleyball, as the new Joe Langston Arena will be up and running by next season, at least in theory it should be. And an amazing new arena just about a block or so north of where we're at. It's coming up. It is amazing. We are excited. It is a monster.
It's beautiful. It's going to be beautiful, man.
Yeah, anybody that comes into town, I had a buddy of mine come in from Capitan I was talking to the other day, and he's like, what in the world is that monster of a building going up? And I said, that is the gym.
That's Jimmy's gym.
Jimmy's gym.
Jimmy's excited.
I was joking about
Yeah, you might stir up a little trouble. But anyway, Jimmy's excited about it, and I can tell you, I'm looking forward to it, no doubt.
We're going to have to get a sign.
I don't get it neither, Jimmy.
Jimmy's gym.
Jimmy's gym.
All right.
JM.
So now they're telling us we're blasting again. So we're going to go down.
We're excited, folks.
We're getting farther and farther down. And
I can barely hear you.
well, every time you send these down, you got to adjust these up so that you hear yourself a little bit better. But anyway, this is our first broadcast of the season. We have a completely new team, a new coaching staff, and a totally different look here for the Eunice Lady Cardinal volleyball team. Missing from last season's team is, of course, Coach Taylor Skinner and assistant coach Randy Miller. The Lady Cards lost multiple-year all-district leader in their libero, Chloe Jones. Jones is now running track over at New Mexico Junior College. Several other players from last season's team are gone, including players like all-district blocker Sarah Reeves. She graduated. All-district player Mylene Villa is no longer with the team. Front row player Aubrey Haller is not playing this season due to injury. Back row player Lizzie Gayton is no longer with the team. And back row player Jazzy Klaus is not playing this season due to injury. So I believe there are only around 3 players from last season's squad that saw significant minutes. So a completely new team here for the Lady Cardinals. Talking about coaching duties for the Eunice is now the new coach is Henry Gettler. Coach Gettler comes to Eunice with a wealth of experience. He's been coaching in New Mexico for over 25 years with stops in Deming, Miramura, Gallup, Escalante, and others. I believe he's also coached some in Arizona over the last 10 years or so. Gettler has also spent some time coaching basketball in both New Mexico and Arizona. He led Escalante to a 20-2 season in 2018, probably the best season of his career. Returning from last season's team are the duo of Kara Thompson and Alondra Maureen. Thompson plays all the way around. She can jump, she can hit, she moves well, serves the ball really nice with that running jump serve. Maureen is a standout on the defensive side, but has been asked to do a little bit of everything this season. Front row players back from last season include Michaela Pierce. She's long, she's athletic, she's one to keep your eyes on this season. Mariah McGuire returns as an outside hitter. She's aggressive at the net, forces the action. Haley Jones is a defensive player who saw some playing time last year and has been asked to cover much of the back row this year. Returning to the volleyball court this year is Kenna McBee. The basketball standout returns to the volleyball court this season and has filled the role as libero, that defensive specialist position. Newcomers to the Lady Cardinal volleyball team this year are Madeline Hatch, daughter of our new superintendent, Bruce Hatch, Riley Dillard, Cheyenne Blevins, Bella Pierce, and Jacqueline Boyd. Those are faces that you will see out here on the court for the Lady Cardinals. In looking at Max Preps, there really isn't much information on our team, so stats and other information is very limited, and we, along with most broadcast groups across the state, rely heavily on what coaches upload into Max Preps. So you don't put much into Max Preps. Yeah, you may keep other teams from scouting you a little bit, but you also keep us from being able to say much
Yes.
about your kids. So here we go, a new team, a new look, and hidden stats. So we don't know much. This will be new to us, just like it is to you. The Lady
Yes, sir.
Cards have
Seemed like
one
it's,
game. They've won one game in their last 6 outings. They've been struggling lately and need to get things together here before we enter district play. Eunice has an extremely tough district this year with Hagerman, Jowl, Loving, Tatum, and back in our district this year is powerhouse volleyball, just giant Texaco. It's
The
gonna
green
be
giant,
a
huh?
tough volleyball district.
Jolly green
The
giant.
Lady Cards have an uphill battle, and I think they can get it together. They've got the kids to do it, and the coaching staff. They just got to get some things together here.
We might call this a rebuilding season.
Could, that's
in
for
a
sure.
sense.
For Dexter, the Lady
Hey, Coach.
Demons enter this matchup 10-1 on the year. They've already defeated the Lady Cards once this season, 3-0. Dexter won that matchup in the Lady Cardinal Invitational Volleyball Tournament. Dexter has been on a roll of late. They have not lost a game in the last month, including 9 straight wins, and they've only lost 3 sets in the last month. They have only lost 7 of 33 sets played all season long. Dexter is led in kills and blocks by senior Alexa Miramontes. Emily Della Rosa leads the team from the service stripe and with assist, and Isabella Aguilar leads the team in digs. They have their stats online. You can see them. They're easy. So that's my pregame spiel. Any thoughts, Rosendo?
I think it's going to be a tough outing. We got to improve all the way around. If we get one out of this set, boss, I would call it a victory. Other than that, the station said we're loud and clear, and we're 1 minute delay.
1 minute delay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Just kind of throwing it out there if you want to hear, listeners.
Yeah,
So
so
other
anyway,
than that,
we
man.
are getting ready to get started. Let's shout out to some of these sponsors. Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker. Man, they do a lot for us, and we always appreciate the Parkers. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler and all his crew down there at BTH, always involved, always willing to help. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and all that group down there. The Eunice Health Clinic, Brian Candida, Elma, Aaron, and all the gang. Eunice Public Schools, Mr. Hatch, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Anthony Pender, Miss Hahn, and Senator David Gallegos. The City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs, and the First Lady are sitting over there at the table. And let's see here, Lavelle Insurance, Randy Hobbs and Hector Baeza. We appreciate those guys as well. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. They've been hiring, not sure if they still are today, but they have been. And they've also got, coming up this weekend, the Eunice Market Days that they're directly involved in. So come on out Saturday from 9 to 4 at the Eunice Community Center. Vendors from all over New Mexico and Texas will be there. Lots of neat stuff going on. Come on down for that. Devon Energy, Mr. Bryce Jenkins, Manny Gonzalez, Jerry Smith, Evan McCallop, Jared Armstrong, and many, many others. NMR Pipeline, the Bettison family, and Stacy Pop. Redbird Gas, Bart Parker. Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina Thompson. Thoughts and prayers with Ben continue. Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza. Johnny Robertson, a former Eunice Cardinal himself, trying to keep things up and running down there, so get down there and support your local businesses. Eunice Wrecker, John Dean Davis, Maureen Davis, Badger Hydrovac, Shane Williams, and Debbie's Country Kitchen. Miss Debbie and the staff down there had breakfast down there this weekend. Very, very, very good. Cardinal Hardware, the Davis and the Myers family. So that's my spiel. Got about 4 minutes on the clock of warm-up time. And we're
That's
getting ready
something
to
in
go.
volleyball. They use up all the minutes. Not like in football. You cut it short on you.
Yeah, football, they'll have 5 minutes on the clock, and they
They'll
get out
whap it.
there and say the national anthem, and both teams look at each other and give each other the thumbs up, and
Play
they'll
some
watch
ball.
the clock and start.
So when you go to the football game, get there early, folks. Just a little early.
Yeah,
Would you? Please.
yeah, because they will start early. They don't care what the clock says.
Talking about football, we have a bye this week for ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen. If you want to
yeah.
go out and listen to somebody else other than us for this weekend.
And the little boys on the youth football will be playing Saturday
In Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So will the
Wow.
girls will be up there cheering.
And
So
the girls will be cheering.
So my family and I will be taking the long trip to Waco to Baylor.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Waco, Texas.
Going to the football game down there, and also hanging out with Ovi for the weekend. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. The one issue that we do have that we still haven't quite worked out is Thursday. They assigned me, Resendo, and Charlie to cover the girls' volleyball game versus Lovington right here in this gym. The problem is the Eunice schools rescheduled their school board meeting, their last school board meeting, so it wasn't supposed to be tomorrow, but it is now tomorrow. And the New Mexico Supreme Court is going to be in Lovington that day and in Hobbs that night for meetings and dinner and things. And so I'm supposed to be over there with that group. And so anyway, we were scrambling. Charlie is got some work commitments and most likely won't be able to make it. So we're going to talk to TJ and maybe see if TJ or Don might be able to cover. Yeah. Also, anybody out there listening who thinks they like this stuff and thinks they can do a better job, we give you a thumbs up and we invite you. Tatum is looking for a broadcast team this year. They are struggling up there to get people to cover the Tatum games, and they're looking for a team. I know a couple of years ago they were able to put some students together down in Jow
yes,
with
sir.
Adam and them, and they've been covering. Tatum is struggling this year, so they sent me a message today saying, hey, if you know anybody that might be interested in covering Tatum.
And you don't have to be a Tatum resident to do it.
No.
Explain that a little bit to people.
Yeah, you can be whoever you want to be.
Kind of helps if you like Tatum a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You didn't watch the video, did you? You didn't watch the video.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I didn't say I don't like Tatum. It's helpful. Like we're all from Eunice. It helps.
You're backpedaling like crazy, bud.
We will shout out to Leanne Reeves back there watching. We appreciate you. Once again, getting ready to start here. Got a little less than 2 minutes to go. And both teams out here doing the whack-a-mole service deal that they do in volleyball. I never will forget Jada, they were playing in the state championship in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho, and they were playing Texaco. And, man, they were all doing this warming up, and Jada took a shot right in the nose with like a minute left on the clock to start the state championship game, and it busted her nose, had blood running down, eyes watering, and the game was getting ready to start, and she was a starter. And anyway, she ended up over there with them trying to get her nose to quit bleeding as the game was starting, and so
that's actually pretty cool, but wrong at the same time, right?
yeah, I mean, I've always looked at this and went like,
it's kind of dangerous.
yeah, I mean, they just get out here and they haul off and whack the ball.
Yeah,
See, like that one just took one out the shoulder.
You're reaching down to get the ball and you get smacked on the top
and that's
of the
what Jada was doing. She was going to catch a ball, looking at that ball, and one hit her right in the face coming from across. So, and it's funny because now that that's happened to me, I sit and I watch, and almost every time you watch these warm-ups, somebody gets whacked. Maybe not right in the snoot where that one hit her just
Or that hard, right?
yeah. But you'll see them out there ducking. See, there went one bobbing and weaving and looking over her shoulder like, who hit me? Who
Bobbing
hit me?
and weaving, he said.
That's right. That's right.
Call her Barbara Weaver.
Barbara Weaver. So the not to be confused with a Bill Weaver.
Or Bob Weaver.
That's right.
This
Shout
guy.
out to Sarah Reeves. She's watching over in Texas Tech in Lubbock. So shout out, Sarah. We miss you. Miss watching you play out here.
Yeah, sure do.
And so the two teams getting ready to jump out on the court. And it is just about volleyball time.
Here in Eunice, New Mexico.
Yep.
Ready for some bump set spike over here tonight.
Here we go.
Let's
It's
hope.
it's about that time. We'll hope we have some red doing the bump set spike.
Uh-huh.
So the two teams slowly making their way, doing all the pregame festivities that happens in volleyball, where they do circles and run around and
There's
shake
quite a
each
bit,
other's
huh?
hands. And
I don't even know if I can see the flag from this vantage point.
yeah, well, you
guess we're not
chose it.
doing
That's your vantage point.
I know,
You
it's all
chose
my
that
fault.
We had you in a better spot, but Charlie knows best.
You didn't like it. You moved over there.
I'm trying to get the best video of the kids on the court.
So the two teams doing their little stuff that they do pregame, and we're getting ready to get started. For the Lady Cardinals this year, you've got Kenna McBee. She'll be wearing the well, I was going to say
She's
she'll
just
be
in
wearing
white,
the different
yeah.
color. She's wearing a white jersey, so maybe she won't.
They wanted to call you a liar tonight,
Yeah,
Jim.
and they are. And she's wearing a different number, too. She's 4 now. So that'll throw me off.
A lot of changes.
Man, I was looking at Max Preps as recently as late last night trying to get all this stuff together, and there were several kids that I know were on the team who
no
were
longer on the
not
team, yeah.
on the roster.
Got our
And so
football team over there cheering them on.
I spent 30 minutes going through Christina Cole's pictures, trying to match up kids and asking Chloe, numbers and trying to fill out. At least I got our roster. I'm hoping that Dexter's was correct. So the two teams out on the floor, we've got McBee in the back row. Beside her, we've got Michaela Pierce and Thompson. And then up here on the front, I believe we've got Hatch. That's going to be number 12, Madeline Hatch. We've got Alondra Maureen in the middle. And then over on this side, that's going to be Bella Pierce. So we've got a double dose of Pierce out there. And for Dexter, getting ready to serve here is going to be, man, those numbers are hard for an old blind guy to see. Is that number 12?
They blend in, but number 12.
Turn around, I think.
If that's a 12, there's no 12 on their roster. So
she snuck on the bus.
Yep.
It's 13, sir.
13, so there is no 13 either. So
Don't make a difference,
We're going to bump set, and we're going to hit it hard with Pierce. Keeping it alive, though, is Dexter, and they're going to send it right back over. There's Pierce to Maureen. And then Eunice gets it over. That's Hatch hustling over there where she needed to be. And then number 4, that's Alexa Miramontes, tries to do the little touch dink across, and she dinked it right into the net. And the Lady Cards lead this ball game 1-0 in set
so
number
far.
1.
Starting off hot, right?
Yep. So Bella Pierce back to serve. Throws it up, smacks that one over. Good serve. They're going to pop it right into the air. The other, that's Hatch that just bumps it back across, and then sending it over is number 9. That says to be Daniela Munoz, and I'm assuming that's going to be one of the long line of Munozes.
Yeah, I have 2 number 9s.
Yes, and that's what Max Prep said, but
Okay.
I recognize her as one of those Munozes. They all look similar.
Yep. There's a Thompson with the kill over there, making the score
Nice.
2-1.
So the Lady Cards get the kill from Thompson. I brought my glasses so that I could see, and then I got
number 2 serve.
There's some binoculars. That's what we need nowadays.
Yeah. Maureen hits it across, and coming through is number 4. I believe that's Metamontes. She sends it over, and it's going to find its way just out of bounds. And so that'll be another point for Dexter and even the score up. Now you'll have Daniela Munoz back to serve. That is number 9. She throws it up, hits it over. Maureen with the first touch. It comes across. The Lady Cards battling right at the net, and it comes back across to Pierce. Pierce to Thompson. They're going to set Hatch. Hatch sends it over. Bumping it into the air, and now coming back this side.
out.
Number 8, that was Flores who sent it across. Coming back the other way was Thompson. And then Dexter just bats it across.
Oh, man, hit the net 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and a couple of just back and forth touches. Looked like some backyard barbecue on July 4th over a hot dog or something as they were just bouncing it back and forth real soft. So 3-2 is the score. Munoz with the serve for Dexter. They're going to set over to Thompson, and she's just going to bump it across. Number 3 is Cobos. She sends it over here to this side to Flores. Now we end up with Thompson with it. She spins it down the net and onto the court right in front of the Demons, and the Cardinals now even it up.
Yeah, that's a beautiful job by hitting the net, making it play inbounds, giving us a point there.
You know, those balls like that are always the hardest to play when they hit them right into the net, have a little spin, and they spin down the net.
A little bit of English, right?
That's right, and then fall right over, and that's what happened there.
So we have a little confusion there for the Eunice Cardinals as the sub comes in. I think that's Jones, right? Number 3.
That is Haley Jones headed back to the service line.
I believe she's a serving specialist.
Coming in. She's going to throw it up and hit it over.
Yep.
She hits it over.
Nice.
Bumping it into the air, and they're going to set it up on this outside for Flores, who hits it long and out of bounds. Last I saw that one, it was headed for Seminole, and it's going to be 4-3.
Almost hit the legend over there.
That's right. Leonard Skinnard-White. Speaking of Leonard Skinnard-White, he's got a Hall of Fame ceremony here in a couple of weekends. Jones hits this one deep. They're going to set it up right at the net. It gets bumped across. McBee. They hit it. They set Thompson, and Thompson hits it long and out of bounds, and we got a 4-4 tie again.
It's going to be one of them games, back and forth, right?
This is Alexa Miramontes. Stand out for the Dexter Lady Demons. Jump serves, throws it across. McBee to Maureen. Maureen with a double hit, and that'll send a point over to Dexter. And now Dexter, I believe, with their first lead here in this set as they lead 5-4.
Jones, we can't make mistakes if we want to make it competitive.
I concur.
Not with these girls.
Miramonte sends it deep. Jones hits it up into the air. Now to Maureen. Maureen to Thompson. Thompson bumps it across. Trying to get to it was Dexter, and the ball went off the ceiling and came down hard. They couldn't get to it, and now we got a tie set again, 5-5.
5-5, he's saying.
So some discussion over who's going to serve. Thompson now. Kira Thompson headed back to the service line. Young lady, when she wants to, can flat out smack it with that jump serve. Sometimes she just bumps it across. She kind of just bumped that one over, and they had problems with it. Came off the hands of number, I believe that's 8, Jada Flores.
I believe you're right.
And so the ball finds the floor, and Thompson with the service point. Lady Cards lead 6-5, and she hits that one into the net, and it's back to 6-6.
Can't make those little mistakes, boss. Those kill us, man. We got to capitalize when we can.
So this is
that girl
10.
just slipped and fell. And when she slipped, she hit her ankle pretty good.
No, she hurt her.
She hurt herself.
She went backwards. She slipped.
And that is a number 10. She took kind of a funny fall back there. And when I say funny, I don't mean funny like
an awkward fall. She had like a real awkward fall.
They don't have to come out?
Yeah.
No,
there's
because
no
she called
clock.
timeout, yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There's not like a running clock. And
yeah.
So
I wonder if it's wet there or something.
May have been a little slip spot.
Because those shoes don't look like they slip just for no reason.
So Jones bumps that one into the air over to Maureen, and then hitting it across is Pierce. And that same number 10 couldn't quite get to that one. She got up limping a little bit again, and now the Lady Cards lead again, 7-6. Lady Cards said, hey, we didn't come in here to be no floor mat.
They're protecting the nest, boss.
That's right. That's right. Don't want demons in your nest.
No. Maybe some rats, but no demons.
Got to keep them demons out of your household. So throwing this one up and hitting it over is Pierce. It gets bumped right back over. Kenna, Maureen, and hitting it hard down the line was the little Pierce, and it went out of bounds, and it's going to be 7-up.
Time for a 7-up.
Like the little sprinkly drink that has the little bubbles in it.
Never had it, never will.
Flores going to throw it up and hit it over.
Raised on that.
There's a good first touch into the air. I believe that was Hatch. And hitting it over was Pierce. The ball ends up right at the net. Jones, Maureen, now Pierce. Pierce hit that one hard. It was a good shot from Pierce. Flores are going to set it across for number 3. And number 3 was Cobos, who hits it across. The Lady Cards couldn't come up with it, hit it out of bounds, and now Dexter leads 8-7.
Dexter got Eunice sleeping there. They're kind of out of place on that little hit.
Flores hits that one to Pierce. Pierce to McBee. Over to the other Pierce. We got a lot of Pierces. And then hammering it down, but keeping it in play is Thompson. And then the ball gets hit into the net. So now Dexter with their biggest lead of this set. They lead 9-7. So Jada Flores back to serve for Dexter. Throws it up, hits it deep. Kenna McBee bumps it up. Maureen with the set at the net. It gets blocked. Maureen going to set Pierce again. She hits this
good
one.
hit.
It goes off the hands of the libero, and the Lady Cards get another point and cut their Dexter lead 8-9. So the Lady Cards now trail by 1, and that looks like McBee.
Hatch came into the game.
Throws it up, hits it across. 3 is Kobo. She's going to set it up on the outside for Munoz, and she hammers it through the double block. It goes off the double block into the net and scores a point.
Munoz hit that pretty strong, didn't she?
She did. You know, her sisters were some phenomenal athletes. 8-10. Throwing it up and hitting it over is number 13, who we don't have on our roster for Max Preps. Hatch hits it across for the Lady Cardinals. Flores over to number 10 that we don't have, and then
she hits it out of bounds.
That one deep.
Just try to kill her cheerleader back there.
Yeah. The coach called the tip. Neither official act like they saw it, and then the official called the tip. This one. And so anyway, so that gives Dexter an 11-8 lead.
Go back and watch that video and find out.
So throwing it up is 13. She hits it across. Thompson to Maureen, sets Hatch. Hatch just bumps it across. Trying to get it into the air. They do, and then they send it over. Eunice struggling at the net. The ball going to find the floor. And Dexter now with their biggest lead of the set. It's 12-8, and Eunice wants to talk about it. They'll call a timeout.
We got to get those 50-50 balls, Jimmy.
Get a shout out to our sponsors right quick. Parker Energy Services, BTH Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Market Days this Saturday. That's not even a sponsor, but they're having them. And Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, and Lavelle Insurance.
The other Erica Jones is a sponsor, so if she
Redbird
says
Gas.
jump, we say how high.
Oh, yeah.
Redbird Garage.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Okay, Eunice Market Days.
That's right.
Don't forget them.
9 to 4,
right?
Saturday at the Eunice Community Center.
Then Sunday that has something to do with pumpkins. I'm not sure.
Pumpkin patch at
Is that this
Marshall
Sunday
Park.
as well?
Yes, sir.
I saw where they were going to have, like, I think axe throwing and all kind of stuff.
It's going to be a fun event, man.
Yeah.
My wife wants me to go with her to do that. I don't know what the deal is.
She wants you to throw some axes or her to
catch
throw some
some.
at you, yeah. So the Dexter Lady Demons, it'll be number 13 that'll be serving for them. As I mentioned, they do not have a 13 or did
dribbling.
not yesterday on the roster, so they do now, though. So getting ready to serve it over. Dexter leads 12-8 in set number 1. Thompson with the first touch. Over to Maureen. She gets it to Pierce. Pierce slams it across, and a nice shot by Pierce as she cuts the Dexter lead down 9-12.
If we can give it to her in the right spot, that young lady can score like nothing.
You know, I when I was looking through the team, trying to figure out whose number was who, I noticed some pictures of her serving, and her feet looked like they were 2 foot in the air. So pretty good volley going on here. They try to get it to Thompson, and then the Cards hit it into the net. And so back the lead goes to 4. It's 13-9.
And that young Pierce stretched out over the summer.
Yes, I concur.
'Cause she wasn't that tall in softball, I'll tell you that much.
Getting ready is Dexter. That's number 3. I believe that's Kobos. It is. And they're going to set it up for Thompson. Thompson's just going to send it deep. Kobos going to set right in the middle to Miramontes. And a nice block there by Hatch. The ball goes up off the net. And then Flores, that was Munoz, sent it back over with a one-hander. The Lady Cards couldn't get to it.
Kind of like a no-hit look, right?
Yes, and now it's a 5-point lead for Dexter.
Pulling away,
Kobos back to serve again. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a nice one. McBee with a good first touch over to Maureen. Maureen to Hatch. Hatch with a nice shot deep. Dexter keeps it alive, though. McBee with a dive and save there. They're going to set it right in the middle for Miramontes. It goes off the hands of Pierce, finds the out of bounds, and that will be another point. And now Dexter leads by 6. It's 9-15. The Lady Cards want to talk about it again, so we've got a timeout on the floor. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance. And remember, folks, this weekend at the Eunice Community Center, we have the Eunice Market Days from 9 a.m. to 4, correct, Mr. Jones?
I believe that is correct.
And then on Sunday, we have the Marshall Park celebration.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkin patch, yes, sir. So come out and support your
local
local
a lot of
community.
food trucks.
Support your schools, because I think some of the PTA is going to have booths out there.
Yeah, also a shout out to the youth sports group over there.
Yes.
Ginger McCaslin and her group got a bunch of players, cheerleaders, coaches.
It's all the volunteers who make that happen.
Man, it's amazing. So throwing it up and hitting it over is Kobos. Kenna McBee gets it into the air. Maureen with the set to Thompson. They send it deep. Dexter trying to figure out who's going to hit it over, and Munoz does the duty. Maureen going to set up Hatch. Hatch sends it across. Dexter keeps that one alive. They set Miramontes. Ball gets bumped around at the net. The Lady Cards can't keep it alive. It finds the floor, and they now trail by 7. 9-16.
Can we call that mental mistake, sir, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, that Dexter's got rolling here, and the Lady Cardinals, the wings are falling off in this set. So Eunice struggling here. They do get it across, but it's going to fall out of bounds. And so now the Lady Cards trail by 8. It's 17-9.
Yeah, and it was a close game earlier.
Kobos has been at that service stripe for a lot of points here.
Making it look easy, don't you?
McBee hits that one into the air. Pierce sends it over. The other Pierce sends it to the other side. They're going to set up Munoz, and she hammered it toward that back corner, and it was just probably a foot long.
Hold on, let's see if the coach wants to get a touch there.
Let's see if we can get a touch. So that makes it
10-17.
Yep. And that'll bring up the senior Alonda Maureen to the service line. There's still a discussion going over whether there was a touch or not. Charlie going to tip him off.
They trying.
Maureen hits it deep. Good first touch there from Dexter. They're going to set up number 10 out here on the wing, and as I mentioned, we don't have her on the roster. Thompson slammed that one. Oh, that one was going out.
Yeah, let it fall.
That would have been a point, but good hustle there anyway from Pierce. The ball finds the net.
Oh,
and they're
my
going to
goodness.
call 4 touches on Dexter, and Eunice will get a point out of that one. And
Ball don't lie, right, Charlie?
That's right.
Ball don't lie.
11-17. Eunice trails by 6. Maureen hits it deep,
Oh,
and it's going to be a
I
little
think they
long.
touched it. No, you said touch.
I didn't see
I
one.
thought
yeah, it was out.
Kind of hard to tell looking through the camera, but I think they might have touched it.
So throwing it up and hitting it long. McBee, Maureen, Hatch going to hit it across, and then they're going to send it back with Flores. Maureen over to Thompson. Thompson
there's a
gets a
touch.
good shot, but Dexter keeps it alive. Maureen again. Pierce going to set it up at the net, and she set Dexter that time as they sent it back across, and there's a
Yep.
scramble. Ball hits the pole, and the Lady Cards trailed 19-11.
And those 50-50 balls at the net, we had to be a little stronger up there, Coach. Got to capitalize on those, man.
Throwing it up and hitting it over is
Barely.
Flores, and
Little
that's one of those
English on that.
balls we
Those
talked
are hard
about
to get.
earlier. Kind of hit the top of the net and sat there for a second and had just enough spin on it to roll over to the other side. And it's 20-11. And now Munoz will be back to serve. She throws it up, hits it over. Good first touch there from Pierce. Over to Hatch, and then bumping it across was Thompson.
Wow.
Dexter did a good job
Wow.
saving that one, keeping it alive. Pierce, Maureen. Pierce sent it back across, and then here it comes, and it's going to go out of bounds. Dexter's number 10 had a good thought. She tried to just touch it over down the sideline, but touched it a little too hard.
Too hard of a touch there, Mr. Jones.
I concur. 12-20, and Haley Jones is back to the service stripe. Jones spins it around, throws it up, hits it over. Good serve.
Right at the net.
And Dexter had trouble with that serve from the get-go, and so Jones gets the service point. It's now 20-13. So back to serve again is Jones. Jones, number 3, throws it up, hits it across. It's a good serve. Dexter had troubles with that one again, but they do get that one back. Maureen going to set up out on the outside for Thompson. Thompson bumps it across. Dexter keeps it alive. Miramonte sends it deep. Jones bumps it into the air to Maureen. Maureen to Thompson. Thompson slams it down, and they're going to say that it caught the net and not the block and came back, so that next hit was number 4.
I thought it got a little bit of the block, too, but
I concur. Alexa Miramontes back to serve for Dexter. Spins it around, throws it up, jumps into the air, hits it deep. It's a long one. Maureen gonna set up Thompson. Thompson punches it across. Looking like Conor McGregor as she hit that one back across. Maureen keeps it alive, and then Thompson sends it back over for the Cardinals. Kobos sets it in the middle for 13, who's not on the roster, and she bumps it right into the open space, scores the point, and it makes it 22-13 Dexter.
I thought she landed in the neutral area right there, but they didn't call it, so.
Like the neutral zone?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
the neutral
Lining
zone.
up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty,
5-yard
first down.
penalty.
Yeah.
Back them up.
It was an inverted whistle.
Inverted.
Now they set
It
Thompson.
felt like an inverted whistle.
She hits it high and across. Going to set up this
Oh,
time on
miss.
the outside for Flores, and she hammered that one into the net. Fortunate for the Lady Cardinals as they now trail 22-14, and they'll send Kira Thompson back to the service stripe, the sophomore. Thompson throws it up, hits it over. Flores with the first touch. They scramble and they get it back to Cobos, who sends it across. Marin, they set up Pierce. Pierce hits it into the deep corner and scores a point in that deep corner. Pierce doing a good job here today.
Yeah, finding that open spot. Beautiful job. That height helped her there. So.
Is she a freshman this year?
Don't
was
give
she
me
an
the
eighth grader? I think she was an eighth
I
grader
believe
last
you're
year,
right.
and I think she's a freshman.
She's a pretty tall
year.
freshman if she is a
Yes.
freshman.
Thompson with a nice
Couldn't
serve.
handle it.
And Dexter couldn't handle it. That was number one. It went off the side of her wrist into the net. The Lady Cards trail 16-22 after that point. Good
Number
serve.
one couldn't handle that serve from number one.
Well, Thompson throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve. It's deep. It is going to go out of bounds.
She's got that big old sledgehammer out that
Yes,
time.
she does. So that makes it 16-23. Back to the service stripe is 10, who I don't have. There is a name on here that says Lenisa Carrillo. She was number 9 on Max Preps. We had 2 9s. And then slamming it down on
Number
our
13,
side
Miss
is
Anonymous.
13. Yep. They've got 10 and 13 that are both not on the
So match
roster.
point.
They're pretty good.
16-24 is your score. Throwing it up and hitting it over is 10. She hits it to Jones. It goes off Jones' shoulder, out of bounds. And the first set goes to Dexter, 25-16. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors right quick. Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Parker Energy Service, BTA Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware. And again, just a reminder, the Eunice Market Day is this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come and join it after you go watch your kid play in the youth sports and Hobbs for a minute.
Or go watch your girls cheering Hobbs
Still
as
got plenty
well.
of time and little cheerleaders cheering, and then Sunday, get up, go to church, and then when you get done at 12, go to the pumpkin patch, whatever
Yes,
that is.
sir.
Or go to Debbie's and eat, or
And
Outlaw
then have
and
some
eat, or Bigger
lunch.
to Me's
Yeah.
Pizza.
I say go to Debbie's, eat after church, and then go to
Then you go to the pumpkin patch.
Outback and get
Outback.
Outback
Get to the
for
steak
dessert,
Outlaw
Outback.
Grill, get some dessert.
Outback.
Run down to Outback, get you a blooming onion.
Blooming onion.
I ain't had that one in a while, man.
Man,
Go
that
down
used
there
to be like my favorite out-of-town place to eat
It's Outback.
in my
Your
probably
prime?
like my early 20s. Man, if we went out of town and they had an Outback, I was like I was there. I liked some Outback back in the day.
I kind of like the Roadhouse, but it's too noisy for me now. I'm too old, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Turn that music up. I'm ready to go.
I enjoy that too, but I like the music.
Yeah.
He's not that old yet, Charlie. That's what he's trying to
Yeah, I
tell you.
know.
Yeah, I like the environment. I like the noise. I'm always thinking that our restaurants here that would be neat if they had some
Yeah.
music or something going.
In the
I
background, yeah.
sometimes go in there and sit and it's so quiet that I can hear the people at the table beside
Chewing.
me.
You can hear him talking bad about you.
Over
Oh
there
my God,
smacking or
there's Jimmy
Wow.
coming in.
Yeah.
sucking on their drink. I'm like, come
Chewing
on,
the
man.
rice.
Yeah.
I got to see that judge next week. I got a ticket because of Charlie.
I don't want to hear that nonsense, So, anyway, the
just
Lady
bring your
Cardinals are
donuts
going to
if you
be
don't get a
serving
ticket.
here. It looks
Shut
like we've
up.
got Pierce back to serve. This is Bella. Bella. She's back ready to serve. A little last-minute instruction from the officiating crew.
And
And
away
it
we go.
looks like we're ready. So Bella back to serve, throws it up, jumps
nice
in there, hits
serve.
it across. It's a nice one. Ball right up at the net, one of those 50-50 balls. They send it across. We set Thompson. Thompson slams that one down, but Dexter kept that one alive. That was
Looks
Munoz.
like 4 hits.
Maureen going to set up Hatch in the middle, and Hatch slaps a nice one right into the open space over there.
Nice.
Off the hands of a stretched out Lady Demon.
That's a way to get it started, girls.
And it's 1-0, Eunice with the lead. Bella back to serve again. Throws it up, hits it over. Hits it deep.
That's 2.
That definitely looked like a double hit. Munoz sends it across. Maureen going to set up Thompson. Thompson with a nice shot across. And Dexter going to send it back to us. Kenna McBee with the first touch. Maureen going to set. She sets Hatch. Hatch got that one into the edge of the net. It looked like it got partially blocked, but it did get right in the edge of the net as well, so that's going to make it 1-1.
All that work to even the score, right?
Yep. Got a 13-13 ball game here in set number 2. Dexter won the first set. Kenna McBee with the first touch. Maureen sets Thompson. Thompson slaps it across. Miramontes sends it back deep. Pierce, Maureen to Thompson. Thompson spins that one over on the edge of the net. And it comes down the net, stays on their side for the 4th hit.
We just got to clear that one little inch, man. We'll be okay.
I concur. So number 13 back for Dexter again. Going to flip it up, hit it across. She does. McBee bumps it into the air. Thompson just going to send it across. Number 10 sets up Miramontes, and she hits it into the gym, something you don't see much from her. Hits it into the net, I mean.
That's kind of weird when she swung her arm all around, huh?
Yep.
I wonder if she goes off balance or
Looked
something.
like one of them old Dominique windmill dunks back in the day, all the way around.
Yep.
Maureen hits it across. The libero for Dexter does a good job keeping it alive. And then coming through again was Miramontes, and she hit that one over toward probably Valero. And it's 3-2. Maureen back, throws it up, hits it across. Flores with the first touch. And they're going to bump it over here toward Miramontes, and she slammed that one down. And that ties the ball game up at 3 apiece as far as this set goes.
It's kind of back and forth here like the last game as well, man.
So Cobo's now going to step back here for Dexter. She spins it, flips it, hits it over. It's a shot. Eunice does a good job. That was Pierce to Pierce, keeping it alive, and they send it over. They're going to set up Miramontes. She hammers that one, but Kenna McBee did a really good job keeping it alive, and then Hatch sends it across. They're going to try to, they were trying to set up Miramontes, but a bad set, and Dexter just has to send it across. And they set up Hatch, and she hits that one just a little bit long. Probably been lifting too many weights in that strength and conditioning class as she hit that one a little deep. So it's 3-4, Dexter in the lead. Kobos back to serve, flips it up, throws it over, hits it across, off the hands of Pierce. That's Bella. It goes off her hands and long. And the Lady Cards now trail 5-3. And Coach Getler wants to talk about it. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BHA Service Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Davies Country Kitchen, Corner Hardware, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Rare Bird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Devon Energy, Rare Bird Garage, Lavelle Insurance. And remember, folks, there's a lot of activities going on this weekend, so keep that in mind. Charlie will go over that in a minute. So the score is here, 3-5.
Market Day Saturday.
Reminder, this week, our player, our Cardinal of the Week, we selected Mr. Frankie Duran. And Frankie's our manager for the Eunice Cardinal football team, always out there hustling, always on the sideline, swinging his towel in a circle. He was ill Friday night.
Oh, that's why we didn't see him, huh?
And I was trying to find him at the end of the game, and it might have made a difference.
Might have made the difference in the game.
You know, I've never seen someone hustle as much as he does, getting things out to kids, so we appreciate him. And he's getting to eat free at Outlaw all week for lunch. I know my wife's been helping coordinate the orders each day at lunch to get him taken care of. And so, anyway, thanks to Johnny and Outlaw for doing that stuff. Also, Miss Hobbs over there was our Eunice Schools Employee Spotlight recipient. We will be recognizing a player of the game here today in this game. They'll get a cold brew gift card, be able to go to Hobbs, get them a free drink. And so we definitely excited for that as well. Thompson sets it up on the wing, smashes it.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, it is, uh-oh.
Oh, the girl said in. Now she said out.
A lot of controversy, like back and forth, man.
Now he wants a jump ball. He's like, well, if I can't win this argument, I'm going to do a jump ball.
So a lengthy debate here going on between the coaches, the crowd, and the officials. The officials now going to talk about it. And Mariah McGuire comes into the
like, that's okay,
game.
y'all talk. I'm fixing to serve this ball.
McGuire comes in. I think she's been playing big minutes and starting most of the year. Hadn't seen her till just now.
You are correct. Who's she come in for?
I'm not sure who she rotated in for at the time.
Or one of the girls, I think.
One of the Eunice girls, right?
One of the Eunice girls, yeah.
So still a discussion going on over there. That ball was right on the line. Probably, could have went either way. I couldn't tell from
I couldn't tell because
angle.
that visitor sign right there. Visitor sign city only.
Immediately, the Eunice coach said in, the Dexter coach said out. The
And
official said
the
in,
line.
out, in, out, in, out. And so, anyway, unsure.
So they're
Well,
going
she's
to ask him to replace that person on the line.
I want to ask our AD now. What do you think?
So I guess they're going to replace the linesman there.
They're going to take a vote?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Well, the girl done the best she could.
Oh, apparently they weren't happy with some of the crowd hollering at them over the call. So Eunice with the serve, and
That's two.
McGuire couldn't handle that shot back to her right there. The ball finds the ground.
The crowd holler?
And it's now 7-4. Jones comes back in for McGuire. So Munoz back to the service stripe for Dexter, throws it up and hits it deep. Maureen, Jones, hits it across, was Thompson. And it finds the floor, and so a nice point there from Thompson.
We needed that right there, Mr. Jones, Jimmy.
I concur.
I didn't even hear the crowd holler a while ago.
Yeah.
But they're looking for somebody. Huh?
You better hide, Charlie. You better
Yeah,
hide,
they're
Charlie.
looking the other way. They're not looking
They're looking
over
for Charlie.
It was probably the radio broadcast group.
Yeah, I was like, what are y'all hollering at?
I was going to say something about that. It's not.
I hadn't been too rowdy this year. So
No.
hitting it deep was, or they hit it deep to Munoz. Now it comes over to Maureen. Thompson going to set Pierce. Pierce hits it across. They're going to set it up on this side for Flores. Flores hits it over
Way
toward
out.
my house. Almost broke my window at my house. And it's out of bounds. It's now 6-7.
Uh-oh. There goes the cops.
There ain't none out here, is there?
So Thompson with a good serve. Gets bumped into the air. Kobos over to Flores. Flores touches it across.
Keep it in play, ladies.
Thompson kept it alive. And then Maureen going to send it back over to Eunice on the send back from Dexter, and
Good
they're going to
volley,
set
good
up
volley.
Pierce. Pierce gives it the old punch, and then they set up Miramontes, who hits it hard. Eunice trying to keep it alive. They do. There's a
Hit it.
50-50
Oh.
ball at the net. And the ball goes off the roof, back down hard, and a point for the Lady Demons.
Yeah, Thompson went down hard trying to get to that ball, man.
I
Kind
concur.
of impressed with the girls. They're kind of holding their own a little bit.
Yeah, they're battling for sure. So throwing it up and hitting it over is Miramontes. Maureen, Jones, Pierce. Pierce hits that one into the net, and it'll be 6-9.
Little mistakes like that kill us, man. That's what keeps us out of the game towards the.
How high is that net? Too high.
In that first set, kind of the same deal.
Yes, sir.
Up till about just a little before 10, it was a close game,
Yeah.
and then suddenly they started to pull away.
Just like that.
And here we go again. Another point. It's now 10-6.
But it feels like that's been like for a couple of years like that in volleyball.
Yeah. Yeah, I concur. So Miramonte is back.
Kinda
Down
lose
there by
focus.
Coach Kemple. Coach Kemple keeping it simple. They hit it deep over to Jones. Jones misplayed that first one a little deep over toward Pierce.
That's 3 unanswered points, Mr. Jones.
6-11 now. 6'11". That's almost as tall as me.
Almost.
Back to Miramonte's going to serve. Throws
You were
it
in
up,
high
hits it
school,
over.
maybe.
Maureen. Over to McBee. McBee to Pierce, who sends it. They hit it deep. Thompson keeps it alive. McBee, Pierce. Kobos going to set up 13 in the middle. She hits it hard across. Maureen keeps it
50-50
alive. Eunice struggled to keep that one in. It goes off the hands of Thompson, out of bounds, and it's going to be 6-12 as Dexter has doubled up on the Lady Cardinals here, and the Lady Cardinals want to talk about it. You got a timeout on the floor. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors right quick. Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Parker Energy Services, BT8 Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and Cardinal Hardware are your sponsors. And the reminder about our market days on Saturday. Going to be lots of fun, lots of fun in the sun.
Flag football on Tuesdays up here at
Flag football on
at the
Tuesdays.
field there by the high school, across the street from the elementary playground. Ginger
That's
McCaslin, lots of volunteer coaches, lots of players, lots of cheerleaders, lots of fun going on up there.
And it's pretty cool because those young men get to play on the high school field where the big boys play.
Oh, yeah.
So that probably makes their week.
So back to serve is Miramontes. She flips it into the air, smacks it across. Maureen with the first touch over to Thompson. They set Pierce. She sends it over. Kobos going to set up 13 in the middle. Nice block there. That was a double dose of Pierce. A Pierce and Pierce double block.
That's the Pearsons.
That's right. The Pierces, not the Pearsons, but
Pierces.
the Pierces.
That's a different
Pierces.
The Pierces, not to be confused with the
What happened?
Pearsons.
Oh.
So Pierce back to serve. That's Michaela. She hits it deep. A double hit there from the Dexter Lady Demons. They send it across. They're going to get her in the net. Oh, they called Eunice in the net. I thought they called Bella Pierce for being in the net. I agree with you on how much she's grown because she was a little bitty rascal last year. And now she's one of the taller players on the team.
She is one of the tallest players on the team.
Trying to see this number. I think it might be 10. Yes, it is.
Dang.
10. And she hit that one deep, so deep, way back. It was like back. It's out of here. And it was plumb out of play.
Almost like a home run hit.
13-8 is now your score. Hatch comes in. Jones goes out. Back to the service stripe is Kenna McBee. McBee spins it around, hits it hard. It's a nice serve. Munoz over to 10, who sets 13. She sends it over. Good pickup by Pierce to Maureen, and then Hatch sends it. Now they're going to set it up on the outside for Miramontes, and she hit that one out of bounds.
Oh, they said they touched it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
She said number 2 touched it. Look at the line girl over
Our line
there.
girl, she's animated, boy.
She gets into it.
She jumped about 3 feet in the air when she put that flag up.
Hey, I guess they were complaining earlier about the kids
Couldn't
getting a
see
little
them.
rowdy over there. So Miss Davis is up there sitting with them now, and I like that. I don't have no troubles with that. She's up there cheering and leading them. And so pretty neat over there.
Oh, that net's killing us tonight.
So there's a net on number 7 that time. I thought they said 7. There ain't no
Nah,
7
it was,
out there.
I think it was 6.
So here we
Pierce.
go. Throwing it up and hitting it over is Flores. Pierce hits it into the air. Maureen going to set Hatch. Hatch had that one spin down the net on her.
4.
And so the next touch was a 4th hit.
The score is 16-8 here in the second set. The Demons are leading here.
And that'll bring Jada Flores back to serve. She throws it up, hits it over, hits it deep. McBee. Maureen going to set up Pierce. Pierce slammed that one right into the net, and it's 8-17.
That young lady, mark my words, at that new gym, she's going to be dominating, man.
Yep, she'll be getting up. Getting up.
We got a little quiet. We have number 1 coming in for the Dexter Demons to serve here.
Another one of those numbers that's not on the list. So 1 comes in. She's going to serve. 17-8 is the score. Dexter in the gray with the blue shorts. Throws it up, hits it over. Thompson with a nice first touch. Sets up Maureen. Maureen sets it across for Pierce. Pierce sends it. 10 just going to bump it, and she finds the open space. And they score again. 8-18 is the score.
Yep, 8-18 or 18-8.
So 1 is back. She throws it up, hits it over. Thompson with a nice first touch over to Maureen. Maureen to Hatch. It gets sent back to him. And then Eunice just sends it back. They set Munoz. Munoz bumps it across. McBee, Pierce. Dive and save there for Dexter. Keeps it alive. Pierce, Maureen. Over to the other Pierce. That's Bella. She hits it deep. Kobo's trying to keep it alive, and they hit it up here to us. Ooh. Charlie almost had to dive and catch that one.
That. Ooh, man.
I jumped into the air, thought about grabbing it with one hand like MJ in my Jordan pose.
And Charlie looked like Shaquille O'Neal. Slow.
I was running. What are you talking about?
And that one's hit deep. That was Pierce. She hits that one a little long.
Sledgehammered it.
And it's 19-9. So back for Dexter to serve is number 13. She dribbles, crosses over between the legs, throws it up, hits it over. McBee into the air to Maureen. Maureen to Thompson. Thompson with a nice shot, but Dexter keeps it alive.
Oh, wow.
A long set, and she was under the net.
They did. Plane, yep.
I was going to say, I thought they didn't give it to us at first. I was about to sound like the high school kids.
Stomp your feet.
Even though we were down a bunch.
We'll have Miss Davis up here sitting by you.
Maureen,
like it's a 5-point.
Yeah, I was going to say. Munoz hits that one across.
Oh, my goodness.
It got misplayed into the net, and Maureen tried to dive and save it. She came through there doing the scorpion.
She hit hard, too, man.
Yes. So this will be Kobos. Back, spins it around, throws it up, hits it over. She had a rocket over. Maureen did a really good job getting it into the air. Pierce Thompson, and Thompson says booyah as she slams that one home on the spike right into the deep corner.
I'll show you what my spike looks like, ladies.
We just need more of those spikes, right? Or kills.
That makes it 20-11 and sends Mariah McGuire back to the service line.
Now we could use 14 in a row.
Yes, we could. So they hit it deep, and then Miramontes hits it into the net. So another one of those rare plays by Miramontes. Mariah McGuire back to the service stripe. Spins it around, throws it into the air, hits it over. It's a good one. Miramontes to Kobos. Kobos back to Miramontes, who goes up, hits it deep. It goes off the hands of McGuire and out of bounds, and that'll be another point for the Lady Demons. Well, we've got a little lull in the action. An old high school buddy of mine is up here doing some artwork near Main Street on the side of the Chamber building.
That's
So
nice,
get a chance to drive by and take a look at it. It's going to be really neat.
Well, you know what are they painting on there?
It's going to be, so he has done, if you go to Ruidoso or Carlsbad Caverns, he does a lot of those big murals with the name of the town or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Almost all those things in Ruidoso that you see people taking their name or taking pictures in front of, he does a lot of those. Cool. So he actually designed this one for Eunice several years back. Eunice finally got with him. They spin that ball over the net, does Dexter. Keeping it alive was Pearson McBee. And then the ball finds the floor. Man, what a scramble.
It took forever to find the floor. It was floating in the air for like 25 minutes.
So Munoz back to serve. It's 23-12. McBee gets it into the air to Pierce. Pierce sets up Thompson. Thompson slams it long and out of bounds.
That was a frustration spike out there hit.
And it's 24-12.
In the second set.
And we've got set point for Munoz. Like I said, Munoz comes from a long line of very good athletes over at Dexter. Thompson punches that one over. Flores over to Kobos, to Miramontes, and she slammed it out. And I like the response there from the line judge in the back corner.
She's making sure we know it's out.
That's right. I like it.
She's getting some exercise in the process.
Yep.
Jumped about 4 feet.
As long as she gets it right.
I like it. So Thompson back to serve, throws it up, hits it over. The libero keeps it in play. Oh, and there was a double hit from 10. Trying to set up Miramontes on the backside. So 14-24, still set point for the Lady Demons. Thompson throws it into the air, hits it deep. It's a good one. Kobos over to 10, going to set up Flores. Flores hits it across. It goes off a couple of hands, finds the floor, and that will be the end of the second set. Dexter wins that one 25-14. They lead 2-0. Talking a little bit about the Main Street mural. It's going to have, so what he's doing behind it, because I've had people ask me, and I know he said he's had several people stop and ask him, They're like, why are you painting that wall blue? Dang it, this ain't Joe.
It's a sunset.
It's the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to have the sky.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll eventually look like a sunset or whatever. And then you're going to have Eunice real big. And in each of the letters of Eunice, there's some really neat artwork. The guy's an incredible artist, does some incredible things. If you want to see some of his stuff, go to Art by Fish. Take a look. He's got artwork all over the country. And, man, he does some amazing stuff. But
Nice to have him here in Eunice doing it.
yeah,
The one in
absolutely.
Reynosa is nice. When you come up, when you touch it, the texture of it's nice,
Yep.
and it's very durable. It's been here for a while,
Long time. And
So-
he said he's going to put something over it that's supposed to,
like a clear coat or
yeah,
something.
Seal it.
basically that kind of seals it and protects it to where if somebody were to come graffiti it or whatever,
They
it
can
kind
wipe
of
it
protects
off.
some of that. Yeah.
And it's a good spot because once you come up that little hill, you pass the clinic and boom, it's there.
Yep. Well, and it'll be a spot where people that come through want to jump out and take a picture
picture,
with. You know,
yeah.
hey, I was in Eunice, New
Take a
Mexico.
picture.
If it's not during rush hour, because that's where people park to go to Diana's.
Run in there and eat there at the Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
bigger than me. And
Oh,
they
when you
come
put
back
some
across the street
asphalt
and
right
get a
there,
picture.
some benches.
Yep.
Here
So
comes the mayor with the ball. If y'all
Yeah.
if y'all come and bought a ticket, might win it.
should be a pretty cool deal. Like I said, he's going to incorporate a lot of different things in there.
When did he start?
doing artwork?
No. When did he start putting that one up here?
So he was
About a
here
week ago?
last week, just kind of
Measuring, getting stuff.
measuring and getting things going. And he's been working. He's gone right now, but he's been working on it for a few days. He was up there this weekend. He was up there Friday night.
Oh, he's done quite a bit then if it's only been a few days.
Yeah. But what really stalled him out or slowed him way down was
The
we had a
rain.
couple of days of
Yeah.
rain and
Which we never get here.
Kind of
Yes.
hard to paint in the rain, isn't it?
yes, hard to paint in the rain. And then, even when it wasn't raining, we kind of had like thunderstorm winds blowing through here every now and then, and then it would sprinkle for a few minutes. And anyway, so quick shout out to some sponsors: Parker Energy, BTH Services Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, and Cardinal Hardware. Don't forget Market Days. They are giving away the ball.
You have to bring your tickets to the table over there, 8757.
Everybody wanted over there, huh?
Once again, just keep in mind we will be doing a player of the game here today. So we'll be recognizing a Eunice player of the game. My apologies to my Dexter folks.
Because we don't have a name for 13 or 10, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
y'all pulled the
Jane
hide and seek
Doe.
on us. Yeah.
Jane
And
Doe
13's
won.
going to serve for the Dexter Demons here. Miss Anonymous.
13 back. Spins it up, throws it up, hits it over. Thompson with the first touch goes up to a 50-50 ball. McBee, Maureen, slamming it down was Bella. And
Nice.
Bella slammed that one in. That looked really good.
That's the third
Yes.
set in a row we scored the first point.
I'm telling you, man, Bella, give her a season under her belt. Watch.
So I believe the Lady Cards now have led in every single set. Unfortunately, they trail 2-0. We are in set number 3. Pierce with a nice one over to Flores, to Cobos, and then it gets hit across by Miramontes. McBee, Maureen, Hatch hits it deep. The Lady Demons keep it alive, and Miramontes sends it back. McBee, Maureen, Thompson. Thompson slammed that one down, but once again, Dexter keeps it alive, and a little back and forth.
Nice.
July 4th picnic volleyball, and the Lady Cardinals
Won
with the
day.
point.
That's
Who was
beautiful
that
volleyball.
sent it over right there?
That was Hatch, wasn't it?
Hatch, okay, all right. Pierce throws it up, hits it deep.
It's
Oh,
out.
and it's going to
A little
sail a
too
little
deep.
bit long.
It'd help if I kept score here, wouldn't it?
I noticed our line just didn't jump on this end over here.
It did not. Did not jump for the
Oh, you got the coach. The other coach right there looking at her.
Cobos throws it up, slams that one across. Maureen's just going to send it back. They're going to set up in the middle. Miramontes, who punches it. Trying to keep it alive are the Lady Cardinals. Flores, Cobos. Back on the outside for Munoz, who hit it into the net.
I believe
And
this
the
is the-
Lady Cards lead 3-1.
This is the biggest lead we've had all night, right?
I think you're correct.
Let's keep it that way.
And that'll send Maureen, Alondra Maureen, young lady is a senior, played a lot of sports here for the Lady Cardinals. She sends that one across. Miramontes over to Cobos, and then 10 just sends it. Maureen going to set up Hatch. Hatch finds a nice little space right in the middle and a nice little celebration from the linesman.
She like them college judges, huh? She's all into it.
Yeah, if you've ever watched those college judges, they do a lot of that.
Very animated.
Maureen hits that one deep. Cobos going to set up Miramontes, and a double block there from Hatch and Thompson. It comes back. McBee. Maureen going to set up Pierce. Pierce slams it across. Dexter having trouble with it, but they're going to get it back in play. McBee, Maureen, over to Thompson. Thompson touches it toward the open space, but it sails out. And the Lady Demons trying to cut into that lead. It's 4-2.
That was a break for the Lady Demons right there because we were on the roll there. The Eunice Cardinals were on a roll.
Munoz back at the service stripe, throws it up and hits it over. Pierce to Pierce, a Pierce-Pierce connection. The ball gets a 50-50 at the net. Pierce keeps it alive, and Maureen sends it deep. Flores going to set up Miramontes, who sends it across. Maureen going to set up Thompson. Thompson slams it down, but the Demons keep it alive. They send it over. McBee to Maureen to Thompson, who hammers it, and it goes long.
Yeah. Close.
The Lady Cardinal fans wanting a touch up there on the top. Didn't get the call. 4-3. It's a 1-point set. Pierce to Maureen to Thompson. They keep it alive over on the corner to the Lady Demons, and then sending it over was Miramontes. Pierce going to set up Hatch. Hatch sends it over. Thompson sends it back over on the return. Miramontes taps it off the hands of the outstretched Hatch arms, who was trying to block, but it goes to the side, and it finds the floor. It's 4-4.
Eunice is doing everything they can to get that 1 point.
Munoz to Maureen, and then they dive. They try to keep it alive, and the Lady Cardinals couldn't keep it alive. And Dexter now takes the first lead of this set. Munoz hits it deep to Pierce. Pierce to the other Pierce. They set it in the middle for Thompson. Thompson sends it across. Coming back the other way was Flores, and she hits it deep and out of here, and we got a 5-5 set. Eunice trails in this set 2-0, or in this match 2-0.
It's game 3 out of the 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the third one. If we lose this one, it's over. If we win it, we can extend this thing. They're going to set it up on the outside for Miramontes. Miramontes sends it across. They're going to set her again. Miramontes slams it down. It finds the floor. And so that makes it 5-6. The Lady Demons in the lead. So Miramontes back to serve. Throws it up, the little run and jump serve off the top of the net. The Lady Cards do keep it alive, though, and Thompson comes back the other way. They're going to set 13 in the middle, who slams it down off the double block of Thompson and Pierce, but it finds the floor, and the Lady Cards trail by 2, 5-7.
The people up front, Hatch, Thompson, and Pierce, are doing everything they can to block those spikes, man. Get some help on the backside, ladies.
Miramontes with the serve. It goes off the edge of the net, comes back in, so McBee with a good save there. Flores to Maureen, over to Pierce, and Thompson sends it back. They're going to send it back to us. Maureen, Pierce, Thompson again, and here we go again. 13 in the middle, slams it over toward the corner.
They called it in. I thought they were going to debate there for a second.
And it does find the line, and even the Eunice coach was shaking his head yes.
Yep.
8-5. The Lady Cardinals were up, I think, as much as 4 at one point. They now trail by 3. The Dexter Lady Demons on the comeback. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Big of Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac. And that reminder, that's our proud sponsors. And then the reminder, we got the
Eunice Market Days.
Eunice Market Days coming up Saturday.
9 to 4 at the Eunice Community Center. Miss Erica Jones from Redbird Garage. Many, many vendors, dozens of vendors from across New Mexico and Texas. Over 40 expected. First 100 people through the door will get a free shopping bag as well as free admission.
I'm going to get up early where I can just get me a bag.
That's right.
I want a T-shirt. It says Eunice
t-shirt.
Market Days.
There you go.
I'm sure somebody will be selling them.
Thompson sends it across to Dexter. Flores comes up, hits it hard. It goes off a partial block and then finds the floor in the back. And it's 9 to 5, working hard to make a living.
Working hard to win this game, Jim.
I'm telling you. The Lady Cards trail 2-0 here. And Miramontes heads back to the service stripe for the Lady Demons. Steps up, throws it, hits it hard. It's going to come over. It does. Then we got a 50-50 ball. Dexter wins it. They hit it to us. Maureen to Pierce to Thompson, who just sends it back to him. They're going to set up 13 in the middle. She bumps it across. McBee. Now Thompson. Cobos going to set up on the outside for Flores. Jones with a good first touch. Maureen going to try to set Thompson. It ends up a 50-50 ball. It finds the net on our side and then finds the floor. It's 10-5.
It was looking good for there for a second, Mr. Jones. It was looking good.
I concur.
Now we get up around that 4-5, and then it just starts coming unwinding.
Man, these seats are hard.
They are hard. Miramontes hits it across. Maureen to McBee, and then Thompson and Pierce weren't sure who was going to get it. It fell right between them.
Nobody wanted it, right?
And it's now 11 to 5.
One thing you got to do in life, girl, communicate.
Miramontes hits it deep, and it's going to go out. So that makes it 6-11.
Man, I'm so ready for the other gym.
Yeah, I'm ready for the other gym.
I think Matt's
You
sitting in a couple
guys
of chairs.
don't understand. I probably drive by there at least 3 to 5 times a day. My
Your wife
wife
You're
said
is crazy.
stocking the gym,
I
right?
am.
Should you burn the tank of gas a week doing just that?
Shoot, I've been known to stop and talk to some of the construction foremen and whatnot.
Say, who's este gringo? Who's
Yeah,
this gringo?
I'm sure that's what they think.
Viene todos los días. ¿Quién es este gringo?
Y policía, wáchale.
Thompson hits it across to Flores. Flores keeps it in the air, and then 10 sends it over. Thompson going to set up Pierce. Pierce sends it over. 10 sets up 13. It goes deep.
Oh, that was
and they were
in.
going to let it go, and it finds that back corner. And it is now 12-7 is what the board shows anyway.
Chloe sneaking
There's
in.
Miss Chloe coming in. She's
Come
getting
from
some
cheer.
practice or some video time. 10 going to throw it up and hit it over. She hits it hard.
Oh, wow.
Jones trying to keep it alive. Thompson kept it into the air.
dug it out of that
Pierce sends
net.
it across.
Beautiful
Good
job.
job there from Thompson. They set up out here to Cobos. And then Pierce going to just send it back. Kind of a back and forth game here. Nice job there from Pierce. Pierce gets it back
Digging out
across.
that net, that's hard to do too.
They set up 13. She goes with a left-handed toucher back to Maureen. Jones, and then Pierce punches it over. Flores to 13. She sends it deep. Maureen kind of misplayed that one. Jones keeps it alive. And then McBee hits that one, trying to hit it backwards across just to keep it alive, and it got in the net.
A lot of good effort, just couldn't finish it.
That's been the story of this whole sets, man, all
Yeah.
3 games.
So 13-7 is the score. Back to serve is number 10. She throws it up, hits it deep. Maureen, Thompson, Pierce. They slam it up. They keep it alive, hustling for it. Thompson and Jones collide, but they keep it alive, and Pierce sends it back. Munoz, 13, just going to send it. Jones, Pierce, McBee, and now we're coming back the other way. They set up Cobos out here. She touches it across, diving for it was Thompson.
You are
She
correct.
got her fingers on it, but couldn't do the pancake and keep it in the air. And it's 14-7. They've doubled up on us again. 10 back for Dexter. Throws it up, hits it over. She slammed that one hard.
a good
McBee
serve.
with a really good first touch off of that serve. And then Pierce sends it across. They're going to set up on the back side. That was 13, and she taps it over. Just tap it in. Tap, tap, tap it in. Pierce to the other Pierce,
man.
and then she ended up with a double touch right there, just trying to tap it over herself. So 15, 8-7 is now your score. 10 still back to serve for Dexter. Throws it up, hits it over. She hammered that one right into the net. And that'll be a service point for the Lady Cardinals off her missed serve.
I believe that's the first serve they missed this set, right?
Maybe.
This game?
Yeah, that's very possible. So Michaela Pierce back at the service line. Throws it up, hits it over. Kobos to 15, back to Kobos, and she hits it deep. McBee keeps it in the air. Over to Pierce, now to the other Pierce. They're going to try to set it up right in the middle for 13. She hits it high off the hands of Jones in the back. It
Almost
finds
hit
the
a
back
cheerleader.
wall. It did. 8-16. They've doubled up again.
And just like that, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir. So they hit it deep. Pierce gets it into the air. Maureen trying to set up now the other Pierce. 10 going to set up Flores from that back row. She hits it across. Pierce to McBee. Over to the other Pierce. Into the air. Munoz to Kobos. Good pickup there from the first Pierce, and then the second Pierce slammed it hard, but it went into the net, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would have been a technical, huh?
Yep.
Basketball, the way she slammed after that hit.
17-8 is the score. Hitting it deep. Thompson. Maureen over to Pierce. The ball gets misplayed there in the middle by 13. A good play off the hands of the Dexter Lady Demons. It's now 17-9.
They finally broke the serve, right?
Yes, sir.
This is McBee serving for the Eunice Cardinals. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a nice serve, but Dexter plays it back. Over to Flores. Ooh, good play by Pierce. Who was in the net?
Dexter in the net. Message here from the Trujillos. Sandy and Eddie Trujillo said they're supporting the Lady Cards all the way from Indiana.
All right.
They sure miss their little town here, though. We miss you guys.
It's still here,
Cold
folks.
up there, too, already, huh?
It might be a little cooler for sure. And that ball finds the floor. Another point for Dexter. And we got an 18-10 ball game.
Those little mistakes, Mr. Jones.
Yep. So Dexter cruising right now en route to possibly a 3-0 sweep here. They throw it up, does number 13. She hits it deep. Pierce gets it into the air. McBee over to Hatch. Hatch clears it. They're going to set up. Out here was Miramontes. Good play there from Kenna McBee, who gets it in the air. Pierce sends it over. Kobos just flips it behind her. Maureen going to set up the other Pierce. That's Bella, and Bella finds a nice spot there. And the linesman gets excited and points at it hard.
Very animated.
I would, too. That was a nice kill by Bella.
I concur.
She's had a few of them tonight, too.
Yep.
And she's going to serve here.
So Bella Pierce now back to the service line. 18-11 is the score. Throws it up, hits it over.
Nice jump serve.
Munoz. They're going to set up Miramontes, and she touches it over, and they're going to call the double hit there on Hatch. Hatch, once again, up over the net. A nice block, but the ball came right back down into her lap after the block, and so a little tough to deal with those for sure. Kobos back to serve for Dexter. Nice serve. McBee does a really good job of getting a good first touch, and they said Hatch. Hatch sends it over. Now they're going to set Munoz, and she slammed it, but Hatch says, not in my house. And she had the block. McBee, Maureen, and the ball gets up on the net. And that's going to be another point for Dexter.
That Dexter player jumped over, then they kind of got it before they did.
So Nalene Kobos back to serve. Flips it up, hits it over. It's a rocket. Pierce kept it in the air. Good job.
She did there.
And McBee over to Hatch, who sends it. Kobos. Miramontes. Good play there by Bella Pierce. Off the McBee touch, and then a third touch goes into the net. And it's 21-11. Lady Cards trailing here in set number 3. This could be an early night. Kobos throws it up, hits it over. Pierce to Maureen, to Thompson, who reared back and let it have it, but unfortunately it didn't get over the net.
Quite high enough.
Score is 22-11, right, Mr. Jones?
Doubled up on us again. Double mint bubble gum. Throws it up, hits it over. Maureen, Thompson, back into the corner. They send it over to Miramontes, who hits it hard and out of bounds. And that keeps the Lady Cardinals here alive. 12-22, and the senior Alondra Maureen heads to the service area.
How many seniors do the Cardinals have playing today?
I see Pierce out there for sure. Pierce, McBee, and Maureen, I believe, are all three seniors.
Yeah, that's all I've seen too. So you can say they're fairly young.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm guessing McGuire is maybe a senior. I think she's probably a senior as well, but I'm not 100% certain. So Maureen going to set up Thompson. Thompson hits it over a little knuckleball. And now they're going to set Miramontes, who slapped it. Flores kept it alive for Dexter, and they're going to give it right back to her. She hits it deep. Maureen. Hatch sends it. Now they're going to set up Flores, who hits it hard. Maureen kept it alive. McBee sends it back in, and then Pierce sends it back across. Cobo set it up on the outside, and 10 hit it into the net. 13-23. Lady Cards trying to fight and stay in this sucker.
I like it. They're still playing. Does that make sense? They're still playing. They're still trying to get this victory.
There's no quit in them.
Nope.
Yeah, I concur.
So McGuire comes in and serve here for the Eunice Cardinals.
Throws it up, hits it over, right into the arms of Cobos. They're going to set it at the net. A little play at the net there for Miramontes. And now Thompson sends it to us. Cobos over to 10. Pierce to Thompson. The Pierce-Thompson, PPT. Coming back the other way was Munoz. And now Maureen's going to set Thompson, who hits a nice shot over into the corner. And they gave her the woo-hoo.
The way she did it, I thought she was going to call that.
I like it, boy. She got animated on that one. She was slamming it down. I was enjoying it. She said, right there.
They're right there. There it is.
And so back into the play. Cobos. They send it across. It's going to fall on the Eunice side. Pierce does a good job keeping it in play. Thompson sends it back over. Now Cobos just going to touch it up into the air for Miramontes. Eunice doing a good job keeping it alive, and then it hits the little antenna.
And that's considered out of bounds.
Yes,
it is. Move them antennas out of the way a little bit.
So it's set point here. Lady Card's already down 0-2, so a point for Dexter here would give Dexter the win. They hit it deep. Maureen to Pierce. McBee taps it across. Now back in play in the middle. Pierce, and then it gets slapped down from Thompson.
Too, so.
And scoring again, where are the Lady Cardinals?
Hanging in
Still
there.
alive, 15-24.
Trying to stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. That's right. 24-15. Thompson back, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve. First touch is struggled with.
Nice.
Service point. The Lady Cards trying to keep the air coming in and out of their lungs here in this match. 24-16. Here we go again. Throw it up, hit it over. It was a good serve. Flores keeps it alive over to Cobos. And now they're just going to send it deep. Thompson to Pierce. Pierce touches it into the middle of McBee. Coming back the other way is Big 13. The ball goes off.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I thought it deflected off our hands, but no call there.
I thought it did too.
The Dexter coach making a little hand motion over toward the officials. But
just the way the ball looked.
I thought it caught our hands. I'm going to say it didn't, though, just because I'm a Eunice fan. So
That's
we'll
right.
call
I
it
didn't
good.
see nothing.
So still alive is Eunice, 24-17. Thompson throws it up, hits it over. Flores with the first touch. The ball ends up in the hands of 10. She goes deep with it. Thompson, Pierce gets over, and then a double hit from the Lady Cardinals, and it's going to sail out as the ball is going to go out of bounds, and that is going to be it. 3-0 as Eunice trails at the end of that one, 25-17. So the best set probably of the group.
Yes.
Eunice lost the first set 25-16, second set 25-14, and third set 25-17.
I mean, it wasn't horrible, but they just couldn't get it.
It wasn't great neither.
Yeah, trying to think of some, some definite good things that we saw. I mean, the Lady Cardinals are playing well. They make some great plays. It's just consistency.
Yep.
They'll look really good for 2, 3, 4 points, And then they'll look really bad for
9.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points.
9, he said.
Yeah.
9.
And then they're in a pickle.
That and the small mistakes, Mr. Jones, the small mistakes kills them.
Any thoughts here on a player of the game? We're going to provide one here. We're going to go with young Bella Pierce.
Good choice.
We're going to select young Bella Pierce today as our player of the game. You will receive a gift certificate or gift card for Cold Brew and Hobbs, which is good for her because they go back and forth over there quite a bit. So, Bella Pierce, you are the Eunice Lady Cardinal player of the game today. Cold Brew will have a gift card for you. We'll get it to you sometime in the next couple of days. Reminder, Thursday, the Lady Cards right back here against Lovington. Not sure exactly how that's going to work yet, if we'll be broadcasting, if somebody will. I know we won't as a collective group.
Yeah.
I'll be out. Resenda will be out with the school board meeting that's happening that day. Anyway, I would encourage folks that might be interested in the Wall of Champions to go to that school board meeting.
Yes.
With that said, with the end of the match here, the Lady Cards lose this game. For Charlie Fairbrush, Resendo Caballero, and all EB and everybody back at the station and at Radio Square, One Radio Square, we appreciate you listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.